Gamers, emphasis on the yeah. We are back with another Etheria restart video, and so there's been some news about Etheria restart. Apparently, the devs have listened. So I've seen a glimpse of it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've seen parts of it in which they've reduced some of the pity. I don't know what they've done with the dupes, though. So we're going to go over this and pretty much break it down, see what they're saying. So right here, it says, Etheria restart final test conclusion and pre-launch. And one thing I just want to preface real quick, I saw a lot of people blaming the content creators for saying that the dupes weren't active. You need to understand, when you're a creator and if you do a sponsored video, you submit that sponsored video to the company prior to going release. So if the company greenlit these videos for months and months and months on end, that is not the content creator's fault. Where I'm already seeing a little bit of parasocial stuff. You need to chill out with that. Stop attacking these creators because they didn't really do anything wrong. Just a FYI. Although I think I'm going to get a lot of flack for what I'm about to say. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who participated in the final test. The final test concluded successfully May 19th with over 200,000 hyperlinks participating. I think 200,000 is a pretty strong number for the final test. I don't know how much you're going to play on launch, right? I guess we'll have to see what the deal is, but 200,000 is pretty solid. Content creators produce thousands of Etheria restart videos on platforms like YouTube, and more than 20,000 hyperlinks join our official Discord community, which is solid, providing valuable feedback and suggestions. The entire team is working diligently on preparations for the official launch. And they're trying their best. I know, yeah. The entire team, we hope all hyperlinks will enjoy a delightful gaming experience with Etheria restart officially launches. Before the official launch, we aim to offer more benefits to free-to-play players. To this end, we will implement the following adjustments to the upcoming versions. Before I even get into that, hope this helps. I love you, TJ. Good morning, brother. Before I even get into that, the selling point of this game was the fact that it was more free-to-play friendly. And a lot of people don't play gacha PvP games due to the fact that, realistically speaking, gacha PvP is inherently flawed. One, because it's based on gear, which is completely RNG dependent, / uses resin refreshing, which is whale friendly. Two, dupes. So there's a stigma. Whether there's even a genuine advantage if you have dupes or not, that's up for debate. We'll talk about that after. That is the stigma, and people will not play the game. The main selling point of Etheria Restart, especially in that launch, and especially in that launch stream, was that it is free-to-play friendly, and the company never corrected the misinformation. My assumption, I think what happened, boys get out, yeah, go to Pokemon stream. If you're about to say so, I think what happened is they thought their dupe system isn't as bad or as predatory as, let's say, a HSR dupe system, where instead of when you get a dupe, you're not getting extra abilities, you're just getting a stat stick. So to them, they probably, this is probably free-to-play friendly because you don't have to expect a completely different kit, which unfortunately, that's not how that works. I think that's where the miscommunication came in, and as a company, that's my assumption. That's the only reason I could think they've never corrected it, and it's pretty fucking stupid. But anyways, let's continue. Yo, Fix, yo, what up, baby? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We're going to see right now. I have no idea. We're going to go over everything. So, reduce the pity threshold for targeted summon pulls from 100 pulls to 80 pulls, including light and dark animus units, making it easier for players to require the animus. Now, this is an absolute fucking W. In Etheria Restart, for standard banner and the character RGB units, it is 100 currency per pull as opposed to 160. So 1,000 would be a 10 pull. In this situation, it's pretty much a 20% discount. It's a 20% discount permanently for everything in the game. For everything in the game, 20% discount. I think that's pretty solid. Light and dark units are still 300, although I think there's a couple, like there might be some discounts. I think it goes like 240, right, or 250, depending on the shop and the reset of the month, kind of like how Woowa does. But this is a really solid change that I think is really, it's just really great. There's no way to twist this into something bad. Excuse me, permanently lowering your pity is always going to be great. I will never not think that's good. And they don't have a 50-50 system either. So realistically speaking, if you know that you want to whale for Masio on the LD banner for whatever reason, by all means, you could do that. If you want to whale on the banner for Freya, you know that, all right, well, then 80 pulls instead of 100, I'll get it, right? So that's great. Add Anima Exchange tokens to the Summit Arena RTA Etheria shop. So Anima Exchange tokens are pretty much the tokens that you can accumulate in order to buy dupes of the other characters, right? So they're incentivizing you to play RTA just by adding these exchange tokens. I would love to see what the exact amount of tokens it would be. I don't remember how many tokens it was for one character. If anyone has that information and wants to tell me, by all means, I'd be great. Yua, good morning, brother. Welcome in. How are you? But I think this is solid as well. You're able to obtain duplicates as the game goes on by simply just fucking playing PvP. And I think that's solid. I think that's really good. And again, it's providing a way to help that, right? So players can use Summit Arena RTA shop tokens to redeem anima, enabling free-to-play players to obtain more. So you'll be able to get more dupes from, from the shop, from just playing the game. Right now, again, I feel like it really boils down to how much they're going to provide. Someone said yesterday in chat, I think it's if you're in a guild, it's like 120 days to get a dupe, or like 250 days if you're not in a guild. I don't know if those numbers are accurate. We'll have to wait and see. So this sounds great. I just hope they're not greedy and stupid with how much currency they're giving you. I hope that's not the case. 3, during the growth boost event, which this is their version of like when you play Widowing Waves, you get when your union rank is 45, you get an Emerald of Genesis, right? So this is pretty much getting your level up to 30. You'll get an anima exchange tokens as rewards, which is great as well. Again, they're providing more rewards for players to get dupes, but realistically speaking, this is just going to be a one-time reward. Sass, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Welcome in, man. Dab me up. It means the world to me. So overall, pretty solid, pretty okay. This is really, it's a good move. Number 1 is 100% positive. There's no way to spin it. This is absolutely 100% positive. Number 2 depends on how many tokens you're going to be getting from RTA. And 3 is pretty solid as well. But again, this is only a one-time token. So again, I don't know what's going to happen, how many tokens you'll get, but whatever, let's continue. Additionally, we'd like to address 2 key areas of feedback received during this test. Regarding the gender... Boy, there ain't no way. There's no shot. They're talking about gender ratios. They saw the Wuthering Waves Twitter go on fire. And they said, all right, we need to address this. That's not talking. Bro, if you want me to be very honest with you, Etheria Restart has a very diverse cast. A very, very, very diverse cast. Typical Western problems, well, is it a Western problem, really? Or is it an overall game problem, right? I don't think they're just making the same amount of men to, like, female ratios just for the West, right? So where is it? Character list. They're looking pretty good. There's a lot of men, there's a lot of women. I don't know exactly what the ratio is, but looking at this, it's at least probably like 60% women, maybe 40% men or whatever. So I think this is a non-factor. I personally don't give a fuck, right? In the world of Etheria, new characters will be introduced in the future, including both male and female. No, I only want fucking hot men. I want Silas from Love and Deep Space to come here. We aim to create as many recognizable and uniquely charming characters as possible. 2, regarding whether anima is effective in Summit Arena. Again, this is, to me, I really think is going to make or break the game for a lot of people. So I guess we'll see. We sincerely apologize for not promptly identifying and clarifying the misconception. Yeah, that should have been done months ago, man. It really does come off disingenuous when they've known this narrative's been going around for about 4 months and they're just doing this 15 days before the game launches. I'm going to keep it a stack. To me, I feel like if you're going to hide that information that long, I won't even say hide, I'll be fair. Miscommunicate that information for so long. It gives me, I have less faith in you as a company, and as a competent source to create your own video game. I'm just being very blatantly honest with you. So, to me, I think that's just a massive misplay. Anima is effective across all current gameplay modes in Etheria Restart. We've also designed multiple ways to acquire anima exchange tokens. Moving forward, we will continue to monitor and optimize the gaming experience related to anima. Beyond these adjustments, we will broadcast the second episode of Hyper Talk at the end of May. Our community manager will address additional community feedback while sharing official launch information, including new characters, events, and GVG details. We hope we'll continue to support and follow Etheria Restart and join us on June 5th. To my understanding, Epic 7, each dupe gives you 1 stat. Only 1. Etheria Restart's S1, what someone told me, is up to an S6 in Epic 7, right? I think, as a whole, I am still going to play this video game. I'm going to give it a fair shot. 100%. I think the game is amazing. I want this game to succeed. But we got to be honest for a second. The numbers are not looking good. Right? The social media numbers not looking good. China doesn't care about this game. They'd rather play Epic 7, from what I've been told. I was trying to find some stuff on Billy. I looked up Etheria Restart. There were 6 videos from 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago. Only 15.2K thousand subs. This video, Lilith, has 858 views. Etheria Restart Twitter literally has 17.1K followers. Again, to me, yo, what's good, brother? Welcome in, Man Ming. When we go over this, it just feels like a misplay. It feels like a misplay, and I think they could have easily solved this by what Vulcan said. I didn't agree with it at first when I thought about it, including the dupes on the weekend for those tournaments, and the ranked mode, no dupes. Or you make a ranked mode with dupes, and then you make a ranked mode with no dupes. Because here's the God's honest truth. And then, Joe, I want to read your take because I respect your opinion. Regardless, and this is the cold, hard, honest fucking truth. It does not matter if the dupes only provide, let's say, as a total, a 10% increase. By the way, Valor, welcome in, man. Good morning. Even if they only provide a 10% increase, the public perception is that dupes are active when they were not supposed to be active. Therefore, it is going to be a pay-to-win game. Doesn't matter the efficiency of the dupes. That shit goes out the window. The game, in the public eye, why the fuck would someone leave E7 to play this? Why would someone leave Summoner Wars to play this? There is no reason. The reason why people were interested, other fellow streamers I've talked to, fellow friends, is due to the fact, yo, by the way, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, man. Dab me up. Thank you. I appreciate you. That there's no dupes, and that it was a fairer system. So realistically speaking, this is not a good move. This makes me worried for the game. Now, just said, let me pull this up on Chatterino. By the way, is my biological father in real life. This is my dad, right? I'm taking him to the doctor later. My take on dupes is the majority of the players will never encounter the power discrepancy dupes provide because, and not to be mean, the only top free-to-play players will encounter issues, not the people hard-stuck bronze. I would bet that good strategy will get you pretty far. That being said, we have no idea the max dupe characters compared to no dupe characters. I believe it's roughly, like, and again, someone please correct me if I'm wrong. Also, hello, Lavender, how are you? Like, for example, the last dupe gives, like, I think it's different, right? Everyone is like 10% is still 10%. Yo, what's good, Spaghetti? I agree with you, but I'm pretty sure we were able to see it. Like, this guy's video shows Tiamat's dupes, the other homie, right? I think the players really cared about the pay-to-win aren't already playing the game. They'll never overcome the perception that they're losing pay-to-win. I disagree with this, and I'm not going to lie to you. You could still be a fucking whale and be hard-stuck bronze, right? I think overall, people ain't going to be just fucking playing the game now. If you just want me to be honest, I don't know why they would. I think in long term, this does more damage to the game than it does good. I think they make more money in the short term and they lose loyalty with customers and brands in the long term. And the audience, like, they had the option to really make PvP for a gacha game kind of standardized, more modernized, right? And make it blow the fuck up. And I think the routes they gone is that this is literally just exactly like every other gacha PvP game. There's nothing innovative about it other than the fact that it's a 3D game. I love it. I want to make this very clear. I love this fucking game. I'll probably swipe a couple $100 on it, and I do want to give it my due diligence, see how high I can go, and I do want to try a completely free-to-play account as well. But with that being said, I think this sucks for the public perception. I think the pity stuff is great. I think that's an amazing change. It boils down to how often can you get those dupes from those other shops, and again, whether the dupes are impactful or not. It's just, the people are going to be tight with the game. So, it's unfortunate. I want the game to do well. I'm going to still play it. I'm going to still make videos on it, and we're going to play the fuck out of it. But yeah, yo, what's good, Jordan? What up, baby? What up, boys? So, that's my thoughts. I think overall, it's a really good, overall pretty solid post. Some good stuff, but at the end, where it's like the dupe things, the RTA stuff, I think is still a little bit up in the air, but we'll see. With that being said, boys, I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one.